Okay, that's the music that makes people ring their music teachers and say, "Can I see your certificate again?"
Week 13.
Yes.
Am I?
A little bit. Okay.
You go.
No, the louder I hear you, the more I don't have to be here. Like, the louder you are, the further back I can get.
You can stay in the car.
If you shout, I could stay in the car. Yes, here we are in Sunbury, for we are the sons of Sunbury, although I haven't seen the birth certificate.
And you know what people are calling us?
I know what people are calling you. Yes.
Sauce.
Sauce.
Are you doing a new episode of Sauce they're putting up on the...
Oh.
Yeah.
SOS.
Yeah. We're like Little Red Band, LRB, SOS.
I thought SOS stood for Send All Ships, but that would be SAS.
No, it's Save Our Souls.
Is it?
Yeah. I know something you don't.
Oh, well.
I should have made it one of the cans. Amazing.
Shut up. All right. Who are we doing today, Kenneth?
Today we are talking about the Rolling Stones.
Oh, the band that is so old they're halfway between being a stone and passing one.
And the movie will be Indecent Proposal. Now,
yes,
I've got some news for you.
Wacko!
You remember the Potties?
I do remember them from about 10 episodes.
Yeah.
They're...
And we submitted our...
And they sent it back saying...
Return to sender.
Yes. Not at this address. And listen to it. We liked it.
Yes.
Oh, we didn't love it.
No. Unfortunately, we didn't win.
Oh, poo.
In fact...
Who won, by the way?
Well, I'm glad you've asked me that.
Thank you.
Because the winner
Yes.
was a podcast called Red Brick, Red Turnip.
Of course.
Yes. Number 2 was Vietnam Vet with Dr. Wing Kim Rong.
I've got a Vietnam vet.
Have you?
Yeah. He's great.
For your
You
doc-
vaccinate my animals.
Yes, that's right. Number 3 was Mulching for Profit. These are all the podcasts that beat
Mulching
us.
for profit.
Yes.
Listen, have you seen mulch?
Yes.
How much would you pay for mulch?
Apparently you can do it for profit.
So you need to buy mulch and then sell it for more. And they've done a podcast about this and it shits on us.
It's still beating us. Out of 10,000 entries, I don't want to tell you where we came yet, but I'm going to in a minute. Guess what else beat us? Kung Fu with Red Foo.
I can see that. Well, actually, that's the thing. You see, you can't see it.
No,
because it's a podcast. So how could you? Okay, you put your hand here. Red Foo. I miss that. I don't know where to put my hand because I can't see. You understand? You crazy glass.
Well, you know who Red Foo is.
I know who he is.
Yeah, he was a house.
He was a household name.
He was for a while.
Yeah, and he was on Australia Wants Talent.
That's right. Yeah. And he got bashed in a Melbourne club.
Again.
Yeah. All right. And the other one that beat us, this one I can understand.
Your testicles and you.
No, that probably beat us too.
Yeah.
Origami Tsunami.
Oh.
Now, that I can see. That deserves it.
Yeah.
Out of the 10,000...
You know who won that origami award?
Who?
The Manila Folder. Amazing. You should have seen him. He could make a piece of paper out... Get this. He could make a plain piece of paper out of a swan. The guy was gifted. You should get his book. Unfold This. Took me 3 hours to get it out of the pack. Oh, my God. Anyway, sorry, go on.
Well, 10,000 entries.
Yeah.
We came second last.
Please tell me we beat Tony Katz, your air conditioning, and you.
Now, I'm going to show you this, and you can tell them what we're better than. What's the one podcast that we're better than?
That last one, the one that came in 10,000th.
Yes.
ABC News.
ABC News.
We beat them.
Wow.
We got them.
We're less boring than ABC.
We got them.
Oh, wow. So, unfortunately, that's it. We didn't get it. We have to, I think we need to really have a hard look at this show for next year to get in the potties next year.
ABC News did a story in the car today. Well, not in my car. They were just in everyone's car if you chose to listen to them because it would have been crowded.
Yes.
About Barnaby Joyce not getting the leadership and how they didn't start it with the Nationals refused to rejoice. I don't know.
Oh.
I should be writing for him.
You should be.
I could be getting $8 a year from ABC.
That's right.
So back to the Stones.
All right. Let's go then. The Rolling Stones.
Yes. Let's go through them individually first. Who are they?
Okay. Mick Jagger.
Nice.
Yeah.
Complete health nut and yet gets sicker than anybody else in
Yes.
the band. That's quite weird.
Yeah, well.
But what a performer.
I love him. Have you seen them?
Have I seen them?
The Rolling Stones live?
I've never seen them live, but I've seen the movie, you know, the Scorsese movie about them?
Yeah.
I've seen
Shine the
that.
Lights.
So thank you. I feel like I've seen them.
They're
I
incredible.
heard them
live.
too. So together, hearing and seeing. You know what I couldn't see? Smell. I couldn't smell them. But what I did was I went to Port Phillip Animal Hospital and went through the soon-to-be put-down section. And that filled it. That filled that sensory void. So I could put it all together.
The sense that was missing.
Yeah, exactly. And then the theatre shook, and I thought, oh, Charlton Heston.
Well, live they were incredible, I must say. They were like...
How were they dead?
No,
Not so good.
We'll find out soon, I'll tell you. All right, Bill Wyman, the bass player, left.
Can play, doesn't seem like a funny dude.
No, but he left. He left.
He said, that's it. When I joined this band, I said, you guys have got 60 years max. That's it. I'm drawing the frickin' line. I've told you. Look, remember? Here's the picture of me. Here's the charcoal etching. We got Sophocles to draw when we joined.
Yes.
Of me saying 60 years max, and then he left.
And then he left to marry a 13-year-old girl.
Wow.
I'd leave too.
Wow. At least you get to bed early. That's something.
That's right. Who was left? Keith Richards.
Doesn't strike me as a morning person.
No, Keith Richards.
Have you seen him?
No.
Is there nothing that guy hasn't taken? What about his wrinkles? He looks like he could screw his hat on.
He fell out of a tree.
Fell out of a tree. He's shooting Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
There's no freaking trees out in the ocean. How do you fall? He must have brought his own tree.
He's rich.
He is rich.
Yeah.
He bought his dog a boy.
He used to wander down the beach.
Who doesn't?
That's right, if you can afford a beach.
I'm a wanderer. You go down to Albert Park Beach, you'll see me wandering, arms in the air.
Do you?
Yeah, waving, dancing along the beach,
I'm going to put that up. on
looking at the
podcast.
shells. Oh, and actually, this is what happened. Sorry to sidetrack you,
No.
but there was this guy drowning
Yes.
in the water in the frigidly Arctic Bay. This is bad. This is actually at 6 o'clock in the morning in the winter last year.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, Jiminy Cricket, he's not looking too good, you know. So I pulled him out, sort of dragged him up onto the beach. And I thought, you know, Boy Scouts training, you know, clean him up and go for help. But I thought, I've got to do it. So I'm pumping on his stomach, you know, trying to get the water out. Oh, my God. There was prawn heads coming out of his mouth and scallops and mussels and sand and shells and potato cakes and flathead fillets and all coming out of his mouth, jellyfish, everything. And I couldn't. And a guy comes along and he goes, can I help you? And I said, yeah, what? He said, oh, mate, I don't know anything about life-saving, but I'm an engineering expert. And you see, you might want to get his ass out of the water. That happened. The Sun News Pictorial came down, took a picture. Me and the scallop.
Marine biologist.
Yeah. Does anyone here a marine biologist? How good is that episode?
That's one of the best. We've talked about
We're talking about
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld episode. I love Seinfeld.
Now, where are we up to? Charlie Watts?
Charlie who?
Well, we didn't get really Keith Richards. We didn't give much attention.
No, can play.
Used to
Writes
get-
great songs.
Yeah, used to get stoned with Paul McCartney on the beach. That's what was where I was going.
Smoking marijuana.
Yeah.
Lady Jane.
Falling out of the tree.
There you go.
Yeah. Charlie Watts. Now, I'll tell you something about Charlie Watts. I got some information here about
Tell
him.
me about Charlie Watts.
All right. Charlie Watts is considered the most faithful man in rock and roll.
Faithful to who?
Shirley.
Who's Shirley?
That's his wife.
What do you mean faithful?
He's never played up on her.
I've never played up on you.
That's true, but we're not Rolling Stones having girls thrown at us.
Keep rubbing that in, don't you?
We don't have girls thrown at us all the
That
time.
sliding door moment in 1963 when the band got together and they said, all right, let's put this band together. And they looked at us.
Yeah.
And they said, Ken we like. Marty, he's 2. I'm not sure if he's our demo. You know, he's still falling over and shitting himself. Little did they know.
That's right. You would have been perfect. You're wearing a nappy. They should have said, God.
This is the future.
That's right.
And that's when the Bill dude, he goes 60 years. Trust me. In 60 years, this will be enormous.
That's right. And, you know, I was standing there with my guitar and,
Which was bigger than you.
yeah, and they pointed at me and
Yeah.
go, we want you.
Yeah.
Guess who was behind me? It wasn't me they wanted.
I know who it was.
Who was it? Who was it?
It was Fatso McGee.
It was Fats.
He was there because he went to audition for them.
Yes.
Because he'd just been thrown out of Lionel Driftwood and the Pile Drivers for playing retro.
Oh.
Yeah. No, he was doing like swingings from the 40s, and they're like, man, come on, this is the 60s, baby. You know? And now people say you can't, if you don't remember the 60s, you weren't there. Now they're saying if you don't remember your 60s, we weren't there. I don't know what even. Anyway. All right. So who else is in the band, Ken?
How many have we done?
Do they have a keyboard player?
No. Oh, well, they did. That's a very good question.
They frowned on it, didn't they?
Stew. No. What happened was Stew.
Beef stew? Rabbit stew. You know, less people would eat rabbit stew if you called it bunny rabbit stew. No one would eat it.
That's true. Well, I wouldn't eat it anyhow.
You're a vegetarian, aren't you?
I am.
You
I'm
eat fish.
pescatarian.
Yeah.
And you know
like
my
that word.
You know my theory on that?
It's the biggest word you know.
Do you know my theory on why I'm a pescatarian?
Tell me, Ken.
Because I don't like to eat animals. That's why I don't. I feel sorry for
I appreciate that.
But I'll eat a fish because a fish is stupid.
You don't know that.
Well, a fish has a whole ocean to parade around on, and it sees a hook
Yeah.
and goes out of the whole ocean.
Yeah.
It goes, I'm going to have the food off that hook.
Yeah.
So to me, that's stupidity. Whereas a cow is standing in a line
And sees a hook and goes, wait a minute, let me get that. My friend is a fish. He'll love this for Christmas.
Am I in the
He is
ocean?
freaking hard to buy for. But I got to tell you, he's a bastard to wrap with hoofs. You try wrapping a hook with hoofs, man,
You try saying it.
it's hard.
Yes.
I'll tell you something about cows.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
I love cows.
It's actually true. This is in my act. I don't usually do stuff on my act, but this is true, and it's in my act because it's actually true, right?
Yeah.
Cows cannot walk downstairs. I know, right? They walk upstairs, but if you want a cow to come down, you have to have a ramp. That's true. I'm not making it up. That's actually physics, right? But I want to know who first found this out. The cows can't walk downstairs because at some point, Farmer Joe is like, okay, Maisie, my wife's coming home. Get downstairs, quick. I can't go down. Get down the stairs. She won't understand. I can't. That's how it happened. So,
Wow. They have how many hearts?
they have 4 stomachs.
4 stomachs. That's what I was
Yeah, 1 heart. Close. 2 kidneys.
Look at those big
1
eyes.
brain. Look at you, Mr. Anatomy over there. All right. Ridiculous, you should be called.
How do we get? Oh, yeah, because I'm a pescatarian. But don't you see what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I disagree.
A cow
because
is standing in a queue to be killed.
shot in the head.
Yeah.
With a bolt.
It has no choice. Doesn't go, should I take this one or that one?
They're not quick on the uptake. They don't go.
Cow, no.
They don't go. Barry just got the shit blown out of his head. I should get the fuck out of here.
That's right.
He doesn't say that.
No.
He goes, maybe there's hay in front of that body. If they move that body, I might get hay.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think good,
That's
Ken.
why I don't eat meat, but I do eat fish because stupid.
But you're actually incorrect because 98% of the fish that is sold to you is caught in a net. I'm sorry,
you know-
but 98% of pedophiles are caught on the net. So there you are.
Well, do you know, that leaves me nothing to eat.
I met my first wife on the net. Not the internet. I should run a net across the footpath in front of my house. You get the big girls. Oh, yeah.
All right, back to the Stones.
Who?
Who's
Oh, yeah.
left? Brian Jones.
Brian Jones.
Yeah.
Wasn't he in the Beach Boys? No, that was Davy Jones. No, he was in the Monkees.
Brian.
Yeah, no,
This
Brian
is a music
Wilson.
show, you know. We're supposed to know something.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to know something. I'm supposed to know nothing. Well, I do know nothing.
Brian
I'm
Wilson.
stupid. I am stupid, aren't I?
No, you're not. You're very smart.
No, Ken, my first report. I came home, I was so excited. I said, look, Dad, I got a B in reading. He said, that's a D, you idiot. I can't. I'm dumb as kid. I got a F in geography. He was so mad, he sent me to my bedroom. I finished up in the laundry. Stupid kid. Ugly kid, too.
Why?
I used to get in the sandbox. A cat would bury me. Ugly.
How ugly.
Oh, I went in an ugly competition. They said, sorry, no professionals. Ugly.
So, yeah, Brian Jones drowned.
I'm sorry to hear that. You know what he was doing?
What?
Getting you lunch.
That's right.
He's very
No,
considerate.
he drowned in his swimming pool.
Did they find him in that pool cleaner bucket with a funnel web?
No, but some people believe that the builders that he'd had, what happened, he had builders come in to, do his mansion, and he got too friendly with them. You don't,
No.
you
No,
don't.
don't mix with the help.
Do not.
Don't.
I mean, I was talking to my gardener the other day about this. Don't look at me, I said. Just cut the grass.
Don't look at me.
Just cut the grass.
I would have treated that as an enormous favour. Don't look at me. Thank you.
Well,
Okay.
Well, so Brian
You know, I'll
Jones.
cut my rate if you put a bag over your head. That's what he said.
Brian Jones.
I love your gardener. Ming Lee. He's a good guy.
Yes.
You like it? I cut it. Gone forever.
And my
Oi,
hairdresser.
come back. You can't stop him.
Don't be sorry, because that's the thing about this podcast.
What?
We say what needs to be said.
Do we?
I think so.
You know what I think we say?
What?
What really never needed to be said.
That's true.
This is an hour of people's life they're never getting back.
No.
We're getting receipts sent to us. I want my money back. You didn't pay. You give us, you know what we're going to send you? Nothing. Less 10%. So you owe us
I want your money back.
10% of nothing, which is, well, you know about decimals.
That's right.
That's right.
Now, well, Brian Jones
I'm
died.
sorry I confused you.
Yeah, you did.
It's a magpie in your backyard attacking your dog. That's okay.
That's
Did you doubt me? You needed to look.
wow. I've never seen one of my magpies attack my dogs before.
No, they're duking it out.
You should have seen him when I put out the
Oh, sweep kick. Nice move.
when I put out the food today. I think we're getting magpies from the next suburb. There's about 40 of them out there today.
How can you tell? Can they speak English?
No,
Doesn't matter. Go on.
Brian Jones.
Yeah.
I was going to say managed the Beatles, and now you really
No, he didn't.
No.
That's where you're wrong.
No, I know I'm wrong.
You know
because
who
you
he
told me
managed?
that.
The McGeezers.
No.
It was his ticket to fortune.
Called them
How is there
Culture.
not a cover band called Cold Cheesel?
Yeah.
Copyright.
Yeah.
Copyright Marty Fields.
Yeah.
2020.
Supported by the M&M lookalike, Smarty.
Yeah.
Marty, Smarty.
Smarty Fields.
Yeah.
That's what Helen Day used to call me. Yeah. So the Stones, look, okay, their music.
I haven't
Let's
told you
go-
how he drowned yet. He made friends with the workers.
Shortage of breath, I'm assuming.
Yes, which you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
And
He,
then
you know what? He learnt backstroke,
yeah,
but he used to do it face down, which was technically they ran on this. You know, Shane Gould looks, no, wrong. She's looking. You know, those guys, they look, they go, no, this is not how you do the backstroke. He did the butterfly, high cholesterol. I used to train at this. My daughter did swimming lessons. I know the reason I know this. And I got thrown out of MSAC, you know, the Sports and Aquatic Centre in Melbourne,
yes.
for pissing in the pool.
You?
Yeah, the guy's blown his whistle, screamed at me. I nearly fell in. It was terrible.
So, all right. So now you got me again.
Really? It's not easy.
He makes friends with
You're
the
such a solid
I know.
mental
Yes.
bloody freight train.
I defy anyone to try and keep a straight line going with you.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What are you
Well,
saying?
you know, I'm trying to make facts here, and you.
Are you?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying.
Okay, Brian Epstein, go on.
No, Brian
Larry
Jones.
Epstein.
Brian Jones
Brian Jones.
made friends with the builders. Threw a party for them.
Excuse me, the builders of what?
The builders of the house, renovations.
But they were the builders of the swimming pool. Those cats are quick.
Yeah, no. Renovations on the castle, because he lived in a castle.
I wish I lived in a castle.
What would you have done?
I'd have a moat.
Why?
Because you remember on the Maya rooftop,
Yeah.
they used to have that little ride where you got in a boat and it went around like a little river.
yeah.
I would do that. I would have river boats. But the downside, not so intimidating to the invaders. They're like, let's get this guy. Oh, wait, he's got a moat. Oh, it's cool. There's paddle boats.
What if it was the pirates
Yeah.
from Somalia?
Yeah.
And
They'd
they're
be
like-
like, yeah, tuk tuk. And he'd be like, yeah, oh, Somalia or Suva or wherever you thought they were from.
So he made friends with the builders, threw a party for them on the last night.
What about the vampires that would attack, like Vlad the Impaler attacking you, right?
Yes.
And they see the boats going around and they're not intimidated. But although vampires don't like water. I don't know why that is, but apparently that's a fact.
Yes.
But I would go out on my little boat and going around, they'd think, oh, isn't that cute? And bam, I would get every vampire with my sword and cut their head off until I got to the very last one. And then I would say, that's the final countdown.
Ah.
Thank you very much. I'm here all week.
Wouldn't it be great if you had a residency 6 nights a week and they said to you, we're going to get rid of you and your last night is on Thursday? Because you could spend the whole week saying, thank you, I'm here till Thursday. What?
What a beautiful piece that was leading up to that. When
It was, wasn't it? It was good.
You know what actually happened there? Your head caught fire.
I'm here till Thursday.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
Yeah, that would have been comedy gold.
I thought that the other night.
And the manager would have go, thank God we're getting rid of this prick. He is as funny as baby cancer.
He's no comedian.
Okay, let's get back to Larry Epstein.
No. Brian Jones. So he throws a party for them. They get a bit rough house, you know.
Oh, the builders.
Yeah,
oh,
the builders.
they will.
And, you know,
if they have their tools.
Yeah, he's
The hammer.
he's posh.
Oh, he's got money.
Brian Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, taller. You know, hello, how are you? That's how he talks.
Do they have their hammers with them?
No.
You know that song, If I Had a Hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I hammer in the evening? I bet when she finally got a hammer, I doubt she hammered anywhere near as much as she thought she was going to hammer. I reckon she would like a...
Who's she?
If I had a hammer...
Is that Peter, Paul and Mary, is it?
Yeah, it was Mary who was singing.
Ah.
Right? But when they gave her a hammer, she's like, yeah, you know? It's like, I'll hammer a little while. But that's it. Put the hammer down. I need a daiquiri.
Go make dinner.
Yeah, I got to cook and make Ken fish. That's a...
Now, so they roughhouse him.
They roughhouse him?
Brian Jones at his own house. They're pushing around.
You can't, that's rough own housing.
Yeah. That's
right. Bad manners.
That's right.
What about the canapes? They would have gone flying. I love the canapes. No, what's his name? There's a new Curb Your Enthusiasm, the new series.
I saw it.
How good is it?
It's the best.
It's wonderful.
It's one of the best he's ever done.
So funny.
One of the best he ever done.
Yeah, great work.
The other thing you should watch.
What?
You have to go to the cinema to watch it. It's nominated for 6 Oscars.
Really? Is it called Sesame Street?
No.
Because...
There's only one Oscar there.
Yeah, that's right. And how's the way, right?
Yes.
They're all moaning about Oscar being such a grump and a grouch, but they're cool about a vampire living there. What the hell?
Who knew Bert and Ernie were gay?
I didn't know they were gay.
No. But it's all right now.
No, there's anything wrong with that.
No.
Big Bird? That's a big freaking bird. He died.
Why?
Well, he died as sure as your breath. The bird died. Big Bird, the dude who does Big Bird, see you later.
Well, they're retiring the character.
He died. I don't know if they are.
Because that's something
it's hard to cast.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, Fatso McGee. He was first in the queue. What they said to him, 2 things. Your beak, it's not doing it, right? Because what he'd done is put 2 Flora margarine lids together and had nailed them to his lips. Yeah, he was committed.
Yeah.
He's a method, right? He went in there, but then they said, can you lay an egg? He tried and tried. It shat on the floor. And they said, this, not so good. We're not so happy with this. They left. They said, you know what they said? We'll let you know. And you know what they didn't do? Let him know. They didn't let him know shit. So he's still waiting by the phone, rocking backwards and forwards.
Oh, yeah, he's got plenty of work.
Back to Larry Handler.
No, we're talking about the movie. It's got 6
Stars.
Oscar nominations.
Oh, for Uber.
It's called Parasite.
Is that for someone from Paris?
No, it's Korean.
Oh, they're Korean.
It's Korean.
Yes. That was a good career move.
I saw it.
Yeah, because your daughter loves the K-pop.
She does.
They're jumping up and down little
it's
Korean
subtitled,
people.
Obviously.
Is it? Are the subtitles in Korean? Because that would be hilarious. I saw a French film called Delicatessen at a Brighton Theatre. Yes. At Brighton Theatre, and it was in French. I don't speak French, right? And the subtitles were off the bottom of the screen. You couldn't see them. I was the only dude in the theatre, and I thought, this is not going to take off.
Have you ever been to the opera?
Yes.
They have subtitles up the top.
They're called supernumeraries.
Ah.
No, that's extras in opera. So that's wrong. They're called super titles because they're above, not below.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Anyhow, the
you
Korean
know when it
movie
ended? When the fat lady sang.
Ah.
And then she sang again, and then this bitch would not shut up. This fat chick, and she was. It was Carmen.
Yeah. Do you know her name?
That was the name of the opera.
Oh,
it was written on the ticket. I needed to refer to it a couple of times because I couldn't quite work out why everybody found this woman attractive.
Yeah.
She was not pretty to the eye. Ooh. She looked like a face caught fire. Someone put it out with a brick. And everybody's singing about, oh, la, 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 we love the Carmen. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh, my God, this woman. Anyway, it was nice, but everybody dressed much better than me.
Oh.
Well, I was dressed well.
Not like you are now.
No, I'm in my raccoon suit now.
You are. Hey, it's supposed to be softer.
We cannot have covered Rolling Stones. Anyway.
We know
all right.
you're not hearing that, but it is so loud.
That is the most disrespectful tribute to an amazing band. Oh, well, screw them. They're gone.
Yeah.
Let's have a break.
All right.
And come
Well,
back.
anyhow, the Korean movie. You
liked it?
After 20 minutes, you're going to be bored, but stick with it.
Really?
Oh, minute 21, it's roller coaster ride from
Minute
now.
number 21.
Yeah.
That's a 21-minute moment in that movie.
That's right.
I can't wait. I'll set my stopwatch.
In fact, don't go for the first
Can't wait.
Yeah, just
All
wait.
right.
All right, we're back. Your favourite segment. Ken's Amazing Fact Challenge.
How this ever made it through. Anyway, all right, go on.
Everyone loves it. Now, what happens? They do.
Consolidate that.
Yeah, all right. Little Tony Katz.
Little Tony Katz. We love Tony.
He's a big fan of this.
You know
segment.
what? We should get Tony in one day as like our third wheel in here.
Someone said that to me the other day, and I said that Marty will never go for that.
No, I'd love it. I love Tony. He's a little coal of joy is what he is. A little burning coal of joy that you just, he warms you throughout the evening, and then before you go to bed, you piss on him to make sure he's out.
All right, 3 facts, 1 is wrong. You have to choose. Are you ready?
All right. Nobody has faxes anymore.
This week we're talking about royal family facts. All right? Number 1.
Yes, Ken.
Prince Philip is missing a toe from his left foot.
Well, that's careless.
Number 2. The Queen can drive without a license plate on her state car. Number 3. The royal family are not allowed to play Monopoly.
Number 3 is crap.
So you're saying number 3 is incorrect.
Nonsense.
All right. The incorrect one is Prince Philip is missing a toe from his left foot. That one I made up.
Wow.
The royal family aren't allowed to play Monopoly because they argue too much, so the Queen has banned it.
She's bossy.
She can do it too.
Oh.
Off with their heads, she said. And the Queen can drive without a license plate and doesn't have to wear a seatbelt.
The crown, you see.
Yeah.
Do you know that's what the coronavirus means? Crown, because the virus looks like a crown. That's why it's called the coronavirus.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I wondered about that. I thought it might have been looking like a bottle of...
No. Oh, you can fix it, though, by putting a slice of lemon in your throat.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's Ken's Amazing Fact Challenge.
Loved it. And now it's time for Maury's Joke of the Week. A bloke was in a doctor's surgery getting the results of his medical checkup, you see, and the doctor said, well, I got some good news and I've got some bad news. And the bloke said, what's the bad news? He said, you've got cancer. And the bloke said, oh, my God, that's awful. Oh, what's the good news? The doctor said, you see that cute red-headed nurse when you come in? I'm rooting her. And we're back.
Yeah. Oh, geez, I laughed.
You like that joke?
Yeah, that was good.
Ah,
Yeah, that was really good.
thank you.
Now,
Yes, Ken.
is that it?
What's our movie?
We killed off the stones, did we?
Go on, baby.
Wow.
They've had enough.
I don't even think we got all the members out.
No.
God, what do I do these facts for? You didn't hear anything.
Oh, Ken, I'm sorry to ask you to read.
Did you? Charlie Watts, did you know this?
We're finished with them.
Yeah, but you would want to hear this.
Oh. The builders drowned him. They strangled him.
That's the other guy. Charlie Watts is the drummer.
The one that doesn't root around on his wife.
That's right.
That's weird. That's what we've got in common. I don't root around on his wife.
On his wife, yeah. So, he's a very
messy.
well-dressed man.
Is he?
Oh, yeah. He's very well known for that.
Okay.
So one night, Keith Richards and Mick Jagger went out drinking. About 3 o'clock in the morning, they go, oh, we should get Charlie down. So Jagger rings up.
That's impeccable impersonation.
Wasn't it? It
Oh,
wasn't bad.
You never,
yeah.
never see you two in the same room. It's freakish.
So Jagger, drunk,
Yeah.
rings up Charlie Watts at 3 o'clock in the morning. He's asleep, and goes, we're having a drink, and I want my drummer down here. Get you down here. I want my drummer down here.
He's Scottish, is he?
Yeah. So
Okay.
Charlie Watts gets up, puts on a suit, a tie, beautiful shoes.
Because like all good drummers, he's at the beck and call of the lead singer.
Well, you wait. So he goes down to the room, opens the door, punches Mick Jagger, and this is what Keith Richards said. He hit him so hard he nearly went out the window, and Keith Richards had to stop him. And Charlie Watts said to him, "I'm not your fucking drummer. You're my fucking singer."
Whoa.
That's it.
What about that?
Huh? There'll be a bit of beeping going on there.
That is some. Look at that.
That's what they're about.
I punched a kid in the face so hard at school once he flew backwards. He actually lifted off the gear.
Like in a movie, like in a cartoon.
It's my first day at Brighton Grammar.
Did you get him an undercut?
No, just bam, straight out. They took my hat. I had to wear a hat. I didn't want to wear a hat.
Yeah.
The little school cap. I'd just come from, Port Melbourne High, which was badass. And I got sent to Brighton Grammar. And the very first day, they took my hat as like some sort of initiation game. I don't like it. No. And they gave it to this dude who just walked up. He had no idea what was going on. I thought to myself, the next guy who takes my hat, like the next dude they throw it to, I'm going to lay one. Yes. And they threw it to this poor little inconsequential, lovely little kid who I, grew to understand was absolutely harmless. They threw this poor bastard the hat, and I went bam and smacked him on the edge of the chin, and he literally flew back 6 feet off the air. I was furious. I was so angry. And then at recess, the teacher pulled me out in front of the entire school, said, "This is the new boy. He has already assaulted one of our students. We need to take out some justice." And they all beat me.
What? He let the teacher them all beat you up?
Yeah, it was different days, different times.
Wow.
That's okay.
Jeez.
Next year I was playing in a pub in St Kilda. See, you live and learn.
Look what happened.
Okay. Movie, Ken.
All right, movie. Now,
what is it?
This movie is called Indecent Proposal.
Oh.
Starring Robert Redford, Demi Moore,
Yeah.
and a very young Woody Harrelson.
Was that when he was just Balsa Woody?
That's right. Yes. Now, you don't know this movie? You haven't seen it? You just said before.
I've seen the picture of it.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen them moving in it.
That's not quite the same as seeing it.
That's true.
Yeah. So what happens is Woody and Demi...
Woody, sorry.
Woody and Demi...
Woody, yeah. I've had a Demi.
Their kids would have been called.
Yeah. Woody and Demi.
No, Woody and Demi, they're a happy couple.
And the whole hard-on family, yes.
But they're not particularly wealthy.
No.
And they start getting into debt. Long story short, start getting into debt.
Demi works for...
She works for...
Does she work for Robert Redford?
No.
Where's he coming to it?
A bit later on.
He's not in the early bit.
He's not in it yet.
So he didn't have to get to the studio until later.
That's right.
Beat the traffic.
Yeah, he came about 4 in the afternoon.
That's what I would want. I would love that. I hate traffic.
Yeah. When I get offered a script, the first thing I do is say, where am I?
Yeah.
Am I in the opening scene?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that movie.
That's what I used to do in theatre shows. I was never on at the beginning, ever.
Yeah.
Ever. I was only in page 20 because I was always the comedy influence dickhead that came in, right? And I go, cool, I don't have to get there right on time. That's true. Boing.
Oh, okay. So Demi and Woody, they've got not much money.
Yes.
So they go to Woody's father.
Woody's father.
What's his name?
Woody's father?
Yeah.
Could he Woody? Okay. Well, apparently he could.
Yes.
Because he had Woody.
But Woody.
Exactly.
So, all right. So he did. So they go to him and he goes, all right, I'll give you $5,000. That's all I got.
You know what his first offer?
What?
8,000.
Yeah. You know why?
Wiggle room.
That's right.
Wiggle room. And the kid said, I'm making nothing. I'm getting nothing out of this.
I'm making nothing on it. So Woody...
You got to listen to all the previous podcasts to understand these references, but trust me, if you do, it's worth it. They pay
even
off.
I'm starting to get him.
Yeah.
So
something.
So Woody...
Yes.
Woody says to Demi... It's great.
Do we know their characters?
Oh, they've got names.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Got
Let's
names.
call them Woody and Demi.
Perfect.
Yeah. So...
Yes.
he says, look...
Larry Epstein's not in this, is he?
No,
Okay, cool.
I don't even know where he came from.
I don't even know where
we could pay a few of our bills off.
Yeah. However...
Oh, I know what happened.
Yeah.
He was an architect. Right? Now, you think an architect would do all right, but...
You would have thought they would have made something for themselves.
Yeah. You're good. That's why his name's Woody.
There you go. He was the second pig.
That's right. He was
specialising in sticks.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, straw, not my guy.
No, luckily, if he'd only been the brick guy, he'd probably be all right.
No.
Because he designed this beautiful house for them to live in, and then I think he loses his job, and so they've got to get money because they're going to lose the house. And
Okay.
So Woody says, why don't we go to the casino?
Perfect.
And they go to the casino. First night, no joke, they win.
Do they get thrown out?
No, they don't get thrown out.
Okay.
They have to make, I'm guessing here, but they have to make about 50,000 to pay their debts and be in the clear.
That's high.
So they make 25,000 on this night.
Mama.
Yeah, because they can't lose.
What game are they playing?
Dice.
Oh, craps?
God, I
got thrown out.
Yes, you did.
Completely misunderstood the crap table.
Yes,
There was towelettes and everything. It was bad.
that's right.
They got mad at me. Anyway.
So that's what they're doing. They're playing the dice.
Yeah.
Excuse me, craps. And in the meantime, Robert Redford
Who's very well dressed
and a billionaire.
and handsome.
Oh, he's an incredible looking man, but billionaire.
Do you see that movie with Robert Redford where he's on a boat in the middle?
I have seen that.
You saw that?
Yeah.
I saw that on a plane while I flew over the Great Australian Bight. Not good. Not what you want to watch.
No, not what I want to smell.
Smelly Le Pew. I love Smelly Le Pew. I want you to do Smelly Le Pew one week.
Smeelapu.
Smelly Le Pew.
Smeelapu and
Not
Willy
smelly.
Wong.
Yeah. Willy Wong I've seen. Smelly Le Pew.
Smelly. That's Smee.
Smee.
Yeah.
Smee
Oh,
Le...
I am Smeelapu.
Smeelapu.
Let me whip you up an omelette.
Ah, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Breakfast.
Yeah,
So Robert Redford meets. I'm glad you're not eating.
No. Not eating.
No, just drinking.
I'm on a diet.
You're not supposed to.
Yeah. I can eat anything I want between 12 and 12:01.
Wow.
It's intermittent fasting.
Basically,
Yeah. You
half
know
a
what?
Kit Kat.
You know what? That's fast. That's why it's called fasting. But between 12:01 and 11:59, slowing. Not so good. I don't like it.
So Robert Redford sees Demi Moore in a shop.
And thinks I would crawl up her with a ferret and a hat.
Exactly.
Yep.
Because he says to her, she's looking at a dress for $5,000.
Yes.
And he goes, why don't you just buy it?
Yeah.
She goes, I can't afford that sort of
can't
thing.
be. He's not made of money.
Let me buy it for you, he said. And she said, excuse me, I'm married. And off she goes. So they have the big winning night. Next day, they've got $25,000. What does Woody say, do you think? Does he go, let's go home and pay half our bills?
What does he say? He says, let's go hard again.
That's it.
Good gambler.
Yeah.
That's what he
go
says.
again. Guess what happens?
Can't imagine.
They lose all the money.
So they lose everything.
Lose everything.
That can happen.
Yeah, back to scratch. So,
I worked in casinos for 25 years.
yeah,
Right?
you were the best. Man, those ashtrays are the clean.
Something? Huh? You can't teach that. You can't. You know what the trick is? Spit. Quick huck into them.
Wow.
When people aren't looking. But one of the pit bosses said to me at Rest Point a long time ago, I said, this is a very, very impressive building with the chandeliers. And he said, it's not built on winners.
Well, there you go. That's the moral of this story. So they're broke, and there's a bit of a kerfuffle over at the poker table.
A kerfuffle?
Yeah.
I love a kerfuffle.
Well, a bit of noise. So they go over and have a look, and it's Robert Redford, and they're playing for... He puts a bet down for $1 million. $1
million?
$1 million.
Now, in the casino industry, they would consider that over the limit. How does he put a bet down for $1 million?
Because he's a billionaire, and he's probably already lost $5 million, who knows. And the owner gives him the thumbs up. Yeah, all right, we'll take it.
Oh, okay. Who's the owner?
That's Jim Gallifari. Do you know him as an actor? Jim Gallifari?
You sure you're saying that right?
Probably not.
I won't pull you up. Continue. It's irrelevant. Okay, so he has $1 million bet.
And it wins, and he makes $5 million.
So he had a 4-1 bet for $1 million. Yeah,
He
okay.
made $5 million. So everyone's,
On what game?
Woo, on poker.
There is
maybe
no-
21? What's
No,
that called?
you can't make, it doesn't matter.
Anyhow.
Probably roulette, but anyway.
All right. No, roulette's a little different.
I know what it is.
He's had cards.
But I'm trying to
I know
find
I
a
had
bet that
cards.
you can get 4-1 in a casino. I'm sorry for knowing all about it. All right, let's move on. He makes $5 million.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah. Now, what happens?
Wiggle room.
He looks up. He looks up, and he sees Demi Moore.
Yeah.
And he goes to Woody.
Yeah.
Can I borrow your wife?
Can I borrow your wife?
That's what he says.
Why doesn't anyone say that to me?
No.
Yes, you can. She's got a card in her back pocket. You need to stamp it and bring her back by the date.
That's right. So Woody says, yeah, why not? And she goes, oh, I don't want to. He goes, I'll have some fun.
Is she frigid?
Yeah, go. So he goes to, she sits next to
She's
Robert
very
Redford.
pretty for a girl, that girl.
Yeah, she actually a very nice looking girl. And then she brings him luck, more luck. And he keeps winning. So he gives her, $5,000 or something. Yeah, have a nice night.
Nice.
And then he says, look, would you mind if I take you out to dinner, the both of you, Woody as well?
Oh,
So then they go out, have a few drinks, they're playing pool, and Robert Redford says, hypothetically, if I give you $1 million, can I sleep with your wife?
and Woody Allen says, what is hypothetically?
Woody Allen.
Oh, not Woody Allen. What's his name? Woody Harrelson.
Woody
Yeah.
Woodpecker.
Woody Goody. Woody Woodpecker. Yes. He says, what's hypothetically
What's Woody
mean?
from Toy Story's last name?
Woody from Toy Story.
Oh, yeah, right. So they go hypothetically,
Yeah.
and he goes, no, that's outrageous. And she's
How much did he offer?
$1 million to sleep with her.
Okay.
And she says, this is outrageous, let's go. So they go.
Did he ask for a higher fee?
No, there was no wiggle room.
No.
So the next
What kind
day,
of a
they're in-
negotiation is that?
That's right. Well, that's what he rings up his accountant and says, I had this thing where this guy offered me $1 million to sleep with Demi. And the accountant goes, what? You're disgusting. You an idiot. What's the matter with you? I could have got you $2 million.
Idiots. Yes.
I could have got you 2. And so then they're lying in bed and they start saying, oh, we could pay off,
Yeah.
we could buy our house.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only one night.
We could buy a drink at the airport.
That's right. Yes. Just some sandwiches.
Yes. Well, steady on there. Steady on
Might
there,
be
big
too
fella.
much.
Yeah, calm down.
So then she said, well, you're not serious. And he goes, no, of course not. And then she says, well, I have slept with people before I met you.
Yep, that's true.
Not like I haven't.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, a lot of that.
And her
And the Ashton Kutcher.
yeah.
That guy.
Bruce Willis's grandson.
Something like, I don't know how any of that worked. But anyway, they're all too pretty for me.
So then she says, would you want me to do it? And then he goes, well, get us out of debt. So she's not happy, but she said, all right, I'll do it.
When does he not say, can I watch from inside the wardrobe?
No. He does walk her to the door and hangs around outside the door, gets a bit upset, runs away.
Oh, so they ring him and they go, it's on, like Donkey. It's long like Donkey Kong.
They sign a contract. Yeah.
I'd like to see that contract.
And there's one part of the contract that says...
the party of the first part. And the first part of the party, the party of the first part. What about the Santa Claus? There's no such thing as a Santa Claus. You
No, they
want
say
a party of
if
the
you
first part,
don't
the party of the second part. You should go on to the second party. We're doing it home 3 in the morning.
He
So-
said, I don't know what this clause means.
Ah, Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she says, that's in case you can't complete the duty. I still want the $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
Just in case he goes before he... All right.
No Viagra and those stuff.
No.
So they say, okay.
You can get Viagra Light now. Gives you a reduced fat. Anyway, so Demi Moore,
She sleeps with him.
boom.
Yeah. The $1 million goes into the account. Of course, what do you think happens when they go home?
They go home and Seventh-day Adventists are there.
No, they start fighting.
Well, you would.
Why would you let me sleep with that guy?
She's blaming him?
Yeah.
He's not her boss.
Well-
She's got her own mind.
Well, has she?
Yes, she does. Why couldn't she say, no, you are not touching my genitals?
These were different times.
No, they weren't. It wasn't that long ago.
It's in the 80s.
Was it?
Yeah.
90s?
Maybe the 90s. So then they break up.
Oh. Anyway,
No good.
he's going to go good, though.
He gets the house. He gets the money.
Yeah.
She says, I don't want any of it. You know why?
Why?
She's gone back to the billionaire. She's kicking. She's kicking goals.
Because, you know why? He's in the Sting and she wants his autograph.
Maybe that could be the reason.
I love the Sting.
Do you?
Now, there's a plot that's so complicated you could not possibly I want you to do the Sting one time.
All right, I will.
Just to do the plot of the Sting.
All right.
Because I know I've seen that movie. I reckon I've seen it 50 times.
I think a lot of people have seen it a lot, haven't they?
What a great film. Anyway, let's get back to this shit fight.
Yeah. Right. And then she's with Robert Redford.
Yeah. Good looking man.
Fantastic.
And she good looking woman.
Yeah.
Their children would be made of crystal.
It would be beautiful. It's true.
Gorgeous children.
Yeah. It's like Brad Pitt and Angela Jolie.
Oh, my God. Brangelina.
Yeah.
You know what you call Robert Redford and Demi Moore?
What?
You would call them Dorobity.
What about Deptford?
Not so good.
No. So
No. What about Rob Moore?
Rob Moore.
Yeah. And that would incite people to commit burglaries. And that's how they got his money. You see? We solve life's problems.
All right. We could have written this film.
Yeah.
So they're at an outdoor auction.
As opposed to?
Indoor. And
What's the difference? No roof.
sun?
And no ceiling.
Yeah. Billy. Very good. Billy Connolly is the
Scotsman.
Yeah, he's the auctioneer.
He's got a disease now.
Parkinson's.
Yeah, that's
Which is ironic because he got his break on Parkinson's.
Yeah, that's a disease that makes you interview people.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
And he's also got, I think, prostate cancer.
Jiminy cricket. He's got the Quinella.
Yeah, he's no good. No.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
He seems nice. I've never met him.
I've met him.
I passed
Have I
him.
never told you my Billy Connolly story?
Oh, God.
Oh, strap yourself in.
What a page
This
turner.
is fantastic. You
Okay.
love this.
It's better be good.
I went to Bombay Rock after I'd seen Boomtown Up. What was Bob Geldof's band?
Boomtown Rats.
Yes. Yeah,
Close.
the Rats.
Did you
And-
see him at the Palais?
Yeah, I did.
I was there with Alan Zavod.
I didn't see you there.
No, there was a lot of people. Alan Zavod and I went and saw that together.
He's gone too, isn't he, Alan?
Yeah,
He's
Alan's
lovely
gone.
man.
Brain
I like him
cancer.
too.
Beautiful.
So now, I'm at the bar.
Some piano player.
Oh, he could play. He used both hands.
Yeah. Used to blow into it.
So
No idea.
Billy Connolly
Yeah.
and Bob Geldof are in the VIP
You know, if Billy
section.
Connolly was Chinese, he would have been very coronary. Now, here's one.
Yes.
Billy Brownless,
I got a
right?
feeling the thing's going to go off for him.
Billy Brownless was, I'm a jungle, get these celebrities out of here,
Yeah.
right? And we were trying to say Billy Brownless's name in Chinese.
Yeah.
And it's really hard. I don't think you can do it. Can I throw it at you?
Yeah.
If you say Billy Brownless in Chinese, it's Billy Brownless. It's really hard.
Very Brownless.
See? You can't do it. Jenny couldn't do it. It's really hard.
Very Brownless.
No, it's Barry Blanres. So it's lucky he's not Chinese because Barry Blanres, very, very hard to say in Chinese. No, not so good. Anyway, back to...
No, I'm telling you my story. So they're in the VIP section. I go to the bar,
Yeah.
and one of the rats was at the bar.
Which rat?
I think it was
The Tobruk?
Bigsy.
Was it a rat of
Bigsy.
Tobruk? Their keyboard player was a genius. I love the Boomtown Rats. Fine Art of Surfacing was my breakthrough album in 1980. Oh, what
I
an
had their albums. Both of them.
Great. They had A Tonic for the Troops, Fine Art of Surfacing, Banana Republic, quite a few of their albums.
So I said to him, "Can you tell Bob?"
You know, the first name for his big fundraising thing was not We Are the World, it was We On the World.
We on the wall.
Yeah, it was named after prostate cancer. That's what it was about. We On the World. They were going to make a fortune. They changed it.
Oh no, it's coming to the end of the show. I'm going to stop it from doing that. No, I don't want it.
You don't want it? I don't like it. I don't want it. I want it. Oh.
No.
All right, quickly. Let's just finish up quickly with the movie. What happens?
Turn it off.
Tell me about the movie.
No,
Screw
I
the
wanna
story.
tell you about the story.
Oh, the story's
I've
stupid.
turned it off.
Yeah, go on.
Hang on. So, hang on. Is it still recording? Yeah.
TikTok.
So, he said, "Go and tell Bob yourself. He'd love to meet you.
We On the World.
He'd love to hear a compliment from a
Yes.
friend." So I go up there and I tell Bob, and he goes, "Oh, that's very nice. Will you join us for a drink?" Right? And I said, "All right."
Wow.
He said, "And this is Helga,
Helga.
this blonde girl next to him.
Happens to be a witch from Sweden, yes.
Yeah. This is Billy Connolly.
Scottish comedian.
Yeah. This is his road manager, who was an old guy about 80.
Called Fatso McGee.
Could have been.
Could be.
I met him before.
That was his brother, Thinno.
Yeah. Thinno. What could have
Thinno
been
went into management.
Yeah, because he used to own the fish shop.
He didn't own it, but he worked
Fish
there.
market.
Yeah, well, at the market. He had a fish outlet at the market. I don't want to.
And then he went into management.
I don't want to correct you.
No.
Far be it for me to correct you on his story.
Yes.
But in the history of this family, Fatso went off to the music industry. Thinno stayed with the family business for a while and then moved into music management. But we'll get to him later.
All right.
And he joined Tony Katz Management.
So
He answered the phones. Tony, call for you. I don't want it.
So
Strange agency.
next to the roadie was another older lady, you know, in her 70s.
Yeah.
Right. So I said, oh, this is fantastic. So they were buying drinks.
Bette Midler.
No.
No?
No, you'll find out.
Okay.
So Bob goes, I'm going to go home. So
Bob goes?
But he goes, Bob goes, and he said,
He goes.
I'm going to go home. He said, but stay.
But
So I
home
said,
is Ireland. That's a long commute. If you were a cab driver sitting on a rank and they're like, okay, we've got a fare to Brunswick, we've got a fare to Ascot Vale. Here's one to Dublin. Ping. I'm going to take that.
Build the extension.
Yeah. Tariff 2. Tariff 2 to Dublin. You owe me £750,000. I'll give you 600,000. All right. You know why? Wiggle room.
I'm making nothing on it. So I sit down with Billy Connolly. Now, Billy Connolly is really hard to understand. Really hard. I don't even know how anyone laughs at it. He did all that. But he was drinking in those days.
I'm drinking in those days.
Yeah, we all drinking in those days. But he doesn't drink now. But then he did drink.
Why not?
So he had alcoholic problems.
Alcoholic problems, as opposed to all the positives of alcoholism.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so
I woke up this morning with such a hangover. I took the wrong tablets. On the downside, my cholesterol's through the roof. On the upside, I'm covered for heartworm and ticks.
So I start talking to the blonde girl, very attractive blonde girl next to me.
Yes.
I start talking to her.
Of course you would. Pamela Anderson.
No, she's from Sweden.
Oh, Pamela Henderson.
She's from Sweden. We start talking about skiing.
IKEA?
In those days, I was a bit of a skier. I just bought a pair of
Did you just gesticulate skiing motion? You do that.
It's quite like sex,
Such a
isn't it?
gesticulate. Yeah.
I just bought a pair of Rosinal skis. So I was into it in those days.
Yeah,
Into it.
look at you.
So anyhow, we're yapping away and we're having a great time. And Billy is laughing with us and stuff. And he kept saying to the old man, the roadie, go dance with the old lady, this other lady that's... So, you know, he goes back and she keeps coming back. So then Billy goes, look, it's getting late.
It's 2:45.
Come back to the hotel with us.
Oh.
Right? And I'm going very nicely
You'd
with
been
this.
accepted.
Yeah, and I'm the blonde in
Why?
me. I'm likable.
Well, there's a lot of likable people. But you were just so rando who walked up.
I think the blonde, you know, said, let's go back. Told Billy, see if Ken would like to come back.
Right. Because she'd seen...
Yeah, but the old lady said, no, you're not come back. She was Swedish. No, come back.
Can I just say, worst Swedish accent ever. Ever.
As soon as I did it, I realised I don't know how to do Swedish.
You don't know to come back. You don't know to come back.
She can't come back.
No,
so they leave.
You don't have a... Come with me, Alan Key.
Yeah, so the blonde Swedish girl,
Yes.
beautiful girl, says, I'm sorry, she said you can't come back.
Yes.
So they leave.
Yes.
I go downstairs,
Yes.
heartbroken, and the guy said to me, do you know who you were with? I said, yeah, Billy Connolly. He goes, no, Miss World. That was Miss World.
Miss World.
Miss World. And the lady was her chaperone, and that's why she said you can't come back.
I worked at Hobart at Rest Point with Miss Universe.
Oh, you topped me.
I didn't
I was
mean
going to
to-
say you can't top me with Miss World.
I'm not trying to top
you.
you.
got outside of the world.
But she was Australia's entrant in Miss Universe. I promise you, I swear on the Bible, she was Australia's
Is
entrant.
Jennifer Hawkins?
No, before that. This is back in the 80s. She was very pretty for a girl. She was Miss Universe, and we had a falling out
Oh,
because I said to her, Miss Universe is rigged. Every year, a earthling. Every year. Anyway, I've got to go. I've got to put money in the meter.
okay.
I'll see you next time.
Well, is that you saying that to me now like we're finished?
It does appear we've been finished for freaking 3 hours, for God's sake. What is this? This is epilogue.
This is
This is the shit people go to sleep with at
This
night.
is the extras.
No,
This is the extras for the DVD.
The added extras you don't pay for, but you do.
By the way, Demi Moore goes back to Woody.
Well, thank God for that. Thank you for tying that up.
Because Robert Redford saw the way she looked at him at the auction. Because you know what he did? Billy Connolly's auctioning off something and he goes, you know how much? And everyone's saying 50,000, 60,000. Woody at the back of the room goes, 1 million. Gives away the whole million to charity. You see?
I do see.
Good, huh?
What million?
That he got given for letting Demi have sex with Robert Redford.
She gave him the $1 million back.
She gave it to him because she had a billionaire.
So where's Woody?
Woody?
Woody's sitting at home
With $1 million.
with his Oz
beautiful
Lotto coupon,
Yes.
saying, I can't believe she gave the $1 million back. When she comes back, that's it. I'm sleeping on the good side. Get out of here.
Exactly. Well, as we like to say, that hooker in the trunk isn't going to bury herself, so it's time to go. What's that?
I don't know.
All right. Well, hope this tour. See ya.